If you think the safety car just slows the race down, you're missing the real system. In modern Formula One, the safety car is not an interruption. It is a strategic reset tool, a field compressor, and sometimes a championship weapon. And depending on which version appears, full, virtual, or red flag escalation, the entire race structure changes. Let's break it down properly. Crash, the trigger phase. Every safety car starts with one thing: risk beyond racing control. But not every crash triggers it. If a car spins and continues, it stays under local yellow. If debris is small and offline, double yellows may be enough. The threshold is crossed when marshals must step onto the racing surface or when a barrier is damaged and the racing line becomes unsafe. The race director and FIA monitor sector cameras, telemetry, and marshal reports. The decision is not emotional. It is procedural. The moment marshals enter the live track environment, the race becomes controlled. And that's when the first major shift begins. Because the instant the safety car is deployed, time gaps stop mattering. Full safety car. Field compression. Under a full safety car, the entire field forms a queue behind the physical car. Overtaking is prohibited. Drivers reduce speed dramatically. But the real effect is compression. If the leader had a 20-second advantage, it disappears in one lap. The field bunches up nose to tail. The strategic reward for building a gap vanishes instantly. That is why the full safety car often punishes the race leader and rewards the midfield. Now add another variable, pit stop delta. At racing speed, a pit stop might cost 22 seconds. Under safety car, that loss shrinks dramatically because the field is traveling slower. Suddenly, stopping becomes cheaper, and that is where strategy explodes. But sometimes the field does not bunch up at all. Virtual safety car. Order preservation. The virtual safety car looks similar on television, but strategically it is very different. There is no physical safety car. Instead, drivers must follow a minimum lap time delta. Their dashboards display reference times, and they must stay above that pace in every sector. The key difference? Gaps remain largely intact. If you had a 10-second lead before VSC, you will likely keep it. There is no compression. There is no pack formation. This means the VSC favors the current race order. It protects the leader's advantage instead of neutralizing it. However, pit stops are still cheaper than under green conditions, just not as dramatically reduced as under a full safety car. So teams must decide, react immediately, or risk losing track position. Which brings us to the real turning point of most safety car periods. Pit stop window, the strategic engine. Most safety cars are decided in the pit lane, not on track. The moment the safety car is deployed, teams calculate the reduced pit loss instantly. If the timing is right, they can stop without sacrificing position relative to rivals who stay out. But this is not simple. If two drivers from the same team pit together, they may double stack, one waiting behind the other. That delay can erase the advantage. There is also tire compound choice. Do you switch to soft tires for aggressive restart grip, or choose harder tires for long-term stability? Track position versus tire delta becomes the central trade-off. Leaders face the hardest decision: stop and surrender position temporarily, or stay out and risk being attacked on fresher tires later. Safety cars reward decisive teams. Hesitation loses races. And all of this builds toward the most dangerous phase of the entire system. Restart. The control moment. When the safety car lights go out, tension spikes. The leader now controls the pace. Not the safety car. The field must stay within 10 car lengths. Overtaking is only allowed after crossing the control line, but drivers begin preparing long before that. They aggressively warm tires and brakes. Cold tires mean reduced grip. Reduced grip means wheel spin, lockups, or lost traction. Energy recovery system deployment becomes critical. Drivers decide when to unleash stored electrical boost. Too early, and you defend poorly. Too late, and you miss the attack window. Restarts create more overtakes than many green flag laps combined, because compression amplifies opportunity. But sometimes, even a restart is not enough. Sometimes the race must stop entirely. Red flag, structural reset. A red flag is not a variation of safety car. It is escalation. Barrier damage, severe weather, or major incident repair can suspend the race completely. Cars return to the pit lane. Engines may be turned off. Teams can change tires. In certain cases, repairs are allowed. Strategically, this resets everything. If a driver had worn tires and was about to pit, the red flag saves them. If a leader had built a gap, it disappears at a standing restart. Unlike safety car, which compresses the race temporarily, a red flag rebuilds the race from zero. The restart format may be standing or rolling, depending on regulations and conditions. Adaptability now outweighs raw pace. And sometimes, there is one final twist. Safety car finishes occasionally. The race ends under safety car conditions. No restart, no final attack. Positions frozen. This happens when there is not enough time to safely resume racing after a late incident. And this is where championships can be shaped by timing alone. Because in Formula One, safety systems are not neutral. They influence order, opportunity, and outcome. Final synthesis. The safety car is not a pause button. It is a field compressor under full deployment. It is an order protector under virtual conditions. It is a strategy accelerator in the pit lane. It is a restart catalyst for overtaking. And under red flag, it becomes a structural reset of the entire race. Understanding these systems changes how you watch Formula One, because when the safety car appears, the race is not slowing down, it is transforming. And in modern F1, the team that understands that transformation fastest usually wins.